Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're headed to work. Headed to work. I am working the close. Got like a 12-hour shift, like 11 to 11 right now. But we're booking it. We're headed that way. The wife has officially been on her first day of work for about an hour and a half. She got there about 7 o'clock this morning, just to make sure she was early enough to do all the paperwork and the badge work and stuff. So she started today, so she's knee deep in it right now. Us, same old, headed back to do the daily grind. Probably not a whole lot of filming today, simply because, well, I'll be at work in about an hour and a half, an hour, and from then on it's all work. All work and no play. Tomorrow should be a little bit more interesting. Got Jordan's orientation in the morning, and then on Wednesday we have Allie's orientation, and then Thursday we have the first day of school. So it should be pretty interesting this week. We're definitely not in the van today. Kristen does have the van, which sucks because she's got my sunglasses too, and it's kind of bright out. But we'll live. We will persevere onward, even without the protective lenses. Those wonderful things that keep our delicate, sensitive eyes safe. Anyways, fun stuff. You guys, earlier this week I was trying to wean into the all liquid diet, so today is going to be my 1 meal day, and then everything else is liquid. So I stopped and picked up some Jello, and I've got my protein shakes and a cup for water or tea. Which is one of the good things about work, is they do provide, it's similar to a Keurig, except it uses little pouches instead, and they offer like 4 varieties of tea. They've got hot chocolate and coffee, which I don't drink the hot chocolate, I don't drink the coffee, but they have this jasmine herbal green tea, and it's super good. So I usually fill the cup full of ice, throw a couple of those in there, or get a couple of those packets of hot tea and dump it on the ice, a little bit of Splenda, and I drink that throughout the day. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. It was a pretty interesting night. I got in bed right about midnight because I was editing the Game of Thrones review video, because I wanted to make sure that went up, and got that posted, and then went to bed. But then I kind of tossed and turned all night, more or less because with the new phones, I've noticed they're not as loud as our old phones, which these are waterproof up to like 30 feet or 30 meters. I mean, they don't want you to, like, you're not supposed to go swimming with it, but you know, if it falls in the pool, it shouldn't be that big of a deal as long as you get it out soon. So that's good. That's kind of the reason I went with this particular phone, because of the waterproof feature, and the Camel is very similar to the Camel on my last phone. Now, the camera is very similar to the camera on my last phone. The front camera is not as powerful as the camera on my last phone, but the rear-facing camera is, so that if I decide to record video, the video should come out a lot better. I almost got the S8 Plus, but I talked to the guy and he said the only difference is that the camera on the S8 Plus does have a processor specific for the camera, so should the camera lag, it wouldn't with the S8 Plus. But in a lot of reviews and stuff, that hasn't been noticeable as far as the difference goes. So that's what I'm hoping with this one, but we'll see. I've played around with the camera a little bit, and it seems to be pretty good. I haven't played with all the settings on the phone yet. I've been basically getting all my apps back in, which most of them copied over, but you got to sign into all of them and stuff like that. So I've been doing that. Trying to be careful with it because I haven't gotten a case for it yet. I got to order a case next time I get paid, or if Kristen gets paid before then. I'm gonna go with the UAG case because they're my favorite cases. That's the case I've had on the last 3 phones, and I haven't had a problem with them, and they've been super reliable. So I have to say, it's like Urban Armor Gear, it's not under, I think it's Urban Armor Gear. It's UAG. It's a plastic case. It's got UAG written on the back. The back's got like rubber legs on it, not rubber legs, but like rubber indentions, so like the back never actually sits on the ground, and then if the camera falls on the face, the glass, there's a rubber edge that comes off of it, so it never actually hits the ground. Now, given you drop the phone on a sharp rock or something, you know, and it hits like this, then your screen's gonna shatter. But the last phone, the one I just gave to my son, I've had for 2.5 years, and it has one minor scratch on it on the bottom right corner, and it's not even from dropping it. I scratched it with something in my pocket, so that was my own stupid fault. Anyways, but other than that, like with the UAG case, like I've dropped it, I've kicked it a bunch of times by mistake when I dropped it. In fact, right before we went and got new phones, I had just dropped it out the car door, and it landed on the asphalt, picked it up, wiped the dirt off, and was good to go. I don't know really where I got there, but anyway, so yeah, that's where I got there. New phone, so still tinkering with it, still playing with it, learning all the features. It's completely different from the original Galaxy S1 that I had, and it's completely different from the Note 4s that we just got rid of. So that's been kind of crazy. And of course the kids have, you know, been trying to set up their phones and have to create accounts for them and make sure their accounts I can monitor them and I have all the passwords, you know, so they were pretty excited. Because we never really even let them play with our phones, except for every now and then we would turn Netflix on or we'd turn a game on and let them play with that if we knew we had to wait somewhere for a long time. But even that was pretty rare. We just kind of made them learn patience. So they're still adjusting and learning the whole new phone thing, and they think it's cool that they can text us. My daughter spent a good hour and a half, 2 hours going through ringtones and notification tones, and she still hasn't picked one yet. So finally I was like, Game of Thrones is coming on, I need you to put your phone down and quit making all that noise. So that was pretty interesting. We have set a bunch of ground rules for them, like their phones have to be at night, they come to us and we charge them in our room. I wasn't going to let them take them with their grandmothers today, but I went in and told them they could take them, and if they needed to, they could text me or whatever, or text their mom. But to kind of keep the phones put up, you know, the phones aren't tablets. That's what your Kindles are for, or whatever. No, I don't want you killing the battery just playing games on these phones all day. So, what else? Nothing else. I don't think there's anything else. Just going to work. Sort of kind of off the next couple days, but not really. Oh, Mondays, y'all. Mondays. Woo! I'm headed into a hornet storm that I left on Friday. Should be pretty interesting. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, just in case this is all I get recorded today, hope you guys are having a beautiful Monday, a beautiful start to your week. Hope you had a great weekend. Let me know if you did anything fun over the weekend. Let me know how your weekend was. Let me know if your weekend sucked. We'll chat about it. We'll have fun. We'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy the conversation. Don't worry, the UAG, it's not a sponsor. The cell phone company's not a sponsor. I'm not famous enough for any sponsorships yet, but if they're listening, I'm cool with it. I'll take sponsorships. You know, I'll give you guys some cool ad placement, like one of the music videos I listened to Avril Lavigne, some of her later stuff. There's a product placement, and basically it starts with her like strumming a guitar and her cell phone rings, and it's like behind her in a fish tank, and she's like, oh look, my new Samsung blah 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 is ringing, and it's like in a pool, it's in a fish bowl. She like pulls it out and she answers it, and she's like, and it's kind of like Well, how much more can I explain it? She was a girl, he was a boy. I can't make it any more obvious. And then she like hangs up on him and like throws the phone back in the fishbowl or whatever. And I'm like, that's the best product placement. If you're in a product placement, if you've got a sponsored video, just flat out come out and like make it fun and make it obvious. Don't like hide a picture of it in the background or anything like that. Anyways, that's not gonna happen anytime soon, so we're safe from that. I'm getting out of here because I'm just rambling and babbling and going on and on and on. Till tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, till tomorrow.